Hello to this episode of Tiny Quest Let's Play, and then here we're gonna be continuing to explore the Valley of the Kings. And why this? This cannot be! How can there be no sound? All that we tried to accomplish with this Let's Play has been in vain. Yep, that's right. There's no freaking sound again, but it's okay. We're just exploring anyway. This episode is just literally just exploration, so if you want the one with the Tomb of Ramses, go to the next episode. Alright, so we're extremely close to a level up, so we're soon gonna level up. We're just gonna kill some more of these pests, these maggots and beetles. Well, there we go. Right, we've just leveled up, so I'm gonna take you through the level up. Alright, so we've got... what do we have? We'll put 1 point into Squall to make it more effective, and the other 2 points we'll put into the defense tree so we can get it to the top tier as soon as possible. With the attributes, we'll just keep buffing strength for now. So that pretty much we're gonna be doing for the time being, and there's probably gonna be another level up or so before Act 3, so looking forward to that. Alright, so let's continue. Not that there is much to see here, because this episode is pretty much just me dungeon crawling and doing nothing else, nothing substantial. And I'll actually have to tell you, the reason why this episode has taken so long to come up is simply because it's been really hard to get the right commentary for this, and I'm still pretty much just improvising right now. Because I've recorded a bit of commentary last week, and it turned out to be really crap, so I said that no, there's no way I'm putting this up. So I've decided to redo it, but redoing it it's been a bit difficult to find the motivation, because I still have no idea what I'm going to talk about this episode, but we'll see, we'll come up with something, I'm sure. Notice how each of these tombs pretty much ends with the one huge room, and it's pretty much like at the end of each of these tombs there's a huge room that has loads of treasures and loads of enemies, and there's like a sarcophagus there as well. Although there's not much really in the sarcophagi, there's just a lot of them even end up being trapped, like that one. So just gonna finish off the last remaining enemies. Song of the Serpent. I don't think we'll need that since we already got Shroud of Eternal Night. Okay, let's get out of this tomb. And we still got about another couple of tombs or so to explore. That's Song of the Serpent, by the way. So it's alright, it's got some piercing and poison resistance. Alright, let's go and explore. There's still more tombs on the left hand side of this area. Seriously, the last commentary I tried to do for this episode was so atrocious. I'm so glad I actually decided not to put it, because that probably would have been quite embarrassing. Basically, what I was trying to do is, I thought I'd try something new, and so I started making like a narration, pretending that all this is like a story, that our character is going to explore the tombs in search of treasure. And basically I was trying to do some cool narration, except it turned out to be the exact opposite of that. It was shit. And I think the fact that there's no sound isn't actually helping. This is probably like one of the worst episodes that I've done in this Let's Play. Actually, the episodes have been getting worse in terms of quality, I think. I mean, do you guys think that? Do feel free to let me know if the episodes are getting worse, or if there's anything that I should change about it. I mean, I know maybe at times the sound quality isn't perfect, but apart from that, like in terms of the actual commentary, am I being boring or not? I could have sworn this tomb looks exactly identical to the previous one we've been in. The layout here, I mean, it had a side room like this as well, with a bunch of Euronymii. The Euronymii here are sort of black and red. They're like the same color as a shadow. Actually, that would have been quite cool if these tombs were actually darker. It would have been quite spooky, I think. It's like you're walking and then suddenly these little guys are jumping out of nowhere. Actually, it's been a while since I talked about any game mechanics. I think we've covered quite a lot already, but I'm just wondering, are there any other game mechanics that I haven't discussed yet that you guys would like to hear about? Maybe something to do with a certain skill with one of the masteries? Because I mean, we are playing Paladin, but I can talk about skills and other masteries as well, if you want me to clarify on something. So what's this? We're pretty much at the end of the second tomb now. Just gonna loot the last few. This insulated ring, 30% cold resistance, that's not bad. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. And one day, maybe it will save our life. Alright, so we've explored this tomb as well. We're gonna get back to the main portal of the Valley of the Kings. I'm gonna explore the last few tombs. We are gonna take the other side. Going to head this way, so to explore the remainder of this area. And I will also show you the tomb of Ramses. The tomb of the main quest, where the Telkine is. If you just head this way, see the tomb of Ramses there? Right here. See, it's kind of like in the center here. So that tomb there will lead you to the Telkine. We will do that in the next episode. For now, we still got a couple more tombs to explore, which we're gonna do that now. So let's pray at this shrine of the battle marker, so that the gods of war would grant us some power to crush these bugs. Rigid carapace. We keep picking up quite a lot of it. I can't remember if I mentioned, but rigid carapace, since it's pretty useful, it's got good piercing resistance it gives you, and it's really good to farm it from these the scarab beetles. And since there's so many of them in this act, this makes them perfect farming monsters. There's quite a lot of them around here in the Valley of the Kings. There's also quite a lot of them in the Giza area. And if I remember correctly also, just at the entrance to the Temple of Hatshepsut, just before you start going up the stairs, there's a big open area there as well with quite a lot of them. Right, vile ichus. What's this? Let's combine all the shit we've got. We're ripping out their carapaces and draining their ichus. Right. Now this tomb is a double tomb. It's pretty much two tombs linked to each other. Yeah, and this is shit. 9% cold resistance. There's no way we're gonna keep that. Spellbound amulet. This is better, although we don't really have use for it. It seems good for the mages, but not so much for someone of our class. So I'm gonna keep it so I can sell it later, because it's green. That is a lot of gold. Okay. Bunch of zombies here. Shouldn't really be any challenge. Oh yeah, and forgot to mention, in regard to the rigid carapace, actually you don't have to only farm it in this act. You can actually farm it. It also drops from the mantids in Act 3. Those big praying mantis monsters. So you can get it from them, and they tend to spawn quite a lot in... There's quite a few of them in that bamboo forest, if I remember right, the one outside of Chang'an, and I think in a few other areas you'll find them. Right, so this is a big room. If you notice, there's a sarcophagus here, so technically this is like the last room in this tomb, but then it continues on. You'll see in a sec there's a big continuation over there to the next tomb. It's quite a strange design, actually. I'm not actually sure if this is the case in real life as well. with these two tombs, but might be worth the research. There we go. We're gonna descend. Right there, Tomb of Thuyu. It's like two tombs joined together. And here's his sarcophagus. There's some gold in it. And now we're gonna steal his treasures. Steal his gold. And his composite bow of fire. Which we can't seem to pick up because we don't seem to have the right amount of inventory space. Well, nothing wrong with the amount, it's the shape. There we go. And it's crap, so we're gonna sell that as well. Alright. So basically, as we continue on, which is basically gonna come out, the tomb is gonna start going up again, and we're gonna come outside again through another entrance. So you can actually explore these two tombs via the other way around if you want to. Doesn't matter really. They kind of go in a circle. So yeah, I do apologize that this episode took so long to make, and that after all this wait, it's probably not that good even. But the last commentary I did was shit. In fact, this is a recording of my reaction to when I finished that episode. Listen to this. Alright. What a boring fucking story. So yeah, as you can see, I realized right there as I was recording it that it was really bad. Alright. We're almost at the end of the tomb. Come on. Well, we've explored the entire Valley of the Kings, apart from the last tomb, which has the Telkine, so that's where we're gonna go in the next episode. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.